Look at all them beautiful people out there. How y'all doing tonight? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all had a good day. Dumpling, I was at work, but I did see you when you come on. I just didn't have a chance to say hi. So I'm sorry, I didn't have a chance. I mean, I was slinging fucking food out the window left and right. But thank you for being in here. And I'm sorry. I was in yours, but I couldn't say nothing. I listened to it a little bit. All right, hold on just a minute, guys. Hold on just a minute. Oh, Dorothy's got my favorite numbers, 22. Oh, Pac-Man. Happy birthday, brother, if you're in here. So let's see who we got there. We have Rocket Queen, BM, Lisa Hamilton, Wild Angel, Brittany Blue Eyes, Messy Jessie, Truth Seeker, Hindsight 2020, Rhonda Rodriguez, Cool Gamer, Dumpling, Pink Fan. There's Pac-Man. Hello, Pac-Man. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you, Trinity. There's Luna Moon and Tashi and Shane. Lorraine. Hey, Lorraine. How are you? Hope you're doing good, girl. Dorothy. BM. Miss PJ. What's up, Shane? I hope I'm going to say this right. Gross Brothers. I hope I got that right. And Moto Mom. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Dumpling, for sending her over. You know I love you, girl. Night Demon. Pittsburgh Nurse. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming from Dumplings. Thank you for sending them over, Dumpling, or telling them. Oh, I did get it right. Gross Brothers. Thank goodness. I'm not good at pronouncing names and everything. All right, guys. What was it? 9 months ago, 10 months ago, we had a lady in Georgia. Well, I won't call her a lady. Oh no, not yet. Hold on just a minute. Uh, Lalani Simon unalived her beautiful son, Quentin Simon. Now, the reason I call this stream Remember Mom, well, I seen a thing on Facebook, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I'd say it was Rocket Queen. Hi, Pittsburgh Nurse. So let me show you this first. Now, can y'all see that? Put a one in chat if you can see it. Put a one in chat if you can see it. Oh, they was tons in chat then. All right. So let's read this, okay? It was sent to me Monday. No, Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. All right. It says the state has filed a scathing response to a Chatham County woman's request. Now, she's requesting this to have the murders charges against her squashed or quashed, which she's wanting to have them dropped. Attorneys for Simon are now seeking to have her murder charges dropped because the indictment against her fails to say how exactly she killed her toddler son. It doesn't matter how she killed her son, people. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. She threw her son into a trash can. And if he wasn't already passed, being in that trash can, going to that dump, and getting run over, and I hate to say this, guys, so trigger warning, but getting run over by the dozers is probably a good idea of how she killed her child. On Friday, Assistant District Attorney Tim Dean responded in a filing, said that in part, one marvels at the brazenness of Leilani's request. The filing goes on. The filing goes on to detail how. Do y'all want to see this? Because it gets a little graphic right here, guys. Hey, 10. So it says the filing goes on to detail how Quentin's body was picked up from a neighborhood dumpster, compacted in the truck, compacted by the trash truck, and then repeatedly bulldozed at the landfill. Quentin's body went through a lot, reads the court document, as a direct result of the defendant's deliberate choice not only to conceal his death, but to do so specifically by subjecting him to the violence of the waste management system. Law enforcement did not discover his remains, not his intact body, but his remains, for more than a month after his disappearance. The severe trauma Quentin's body suffered made it unlikely that a conclusive cause of death will ever be established. Hello, Selena, Dean wrote, but that more than enough case law exists to show the evidence is sufficient for the state's charges. Her actions in disposing of his body and concealing its whereabouts indicate that her specific intent and hope was that Quentin would never be found at all. All right. Now, I'm going to show you something else that just irritates shit out of me. She's trying to get out of murder charges, but yet, do y'all remember this? And it's probably going to echo, so let me fix this before we start. So just put a 1 if you can hear it. Sorry. Now, I think I do have. Nobody hears it. All right. I know why. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting this every time. All right, I'll go back. Now put a 1 in chat if you hear it.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us in the news at 6. I'm Dawn Baker. In a WTOC exclusive, Leilani Simon, the mother of missing Chatham County toddler Quentin Simon, is speaking out tonight for the very first time since he was reported missing nearly 3 weeks ago. Chatham County Police and the FBI believe Quentin is dead and are actively searching a local landfill for his remains. Police say Leilani is the only suspect in his disappearance as well as his death. And tonight we have team coverage with our Shay Schrader and investigative reporter Max Stieknike. We begin with Shay, who joins us live outside of the Simon home. Shay, what did she talk to you about?
Leilani and I spoke about a number of things, including what she remembers from the morning she first reported Quinton missing, to what life has been like as the days have gone on, still with no sign of Quinton. I talked to Leilani as well as her mother, Billy Howell, who were both just distraught over Quinton's disappearance. They say...
All right, guys, now what is getting ready to come up? Nobody can hear it? Can anybody hear that? Lorraine said there's no sound. You can hear it? Okay. All right. Now what? I named this Remember Mom. I want Leilani to remember this. So, I stopped it right now, Selena. So this is what I want Leilani to remember.
They've been harassed in the days and weeks since Quinton disappeared.
What she says here.
But Leilani wants everybody to know that she's not running away.
Right here.
I'm here. I've been here every day since this. I am not running and I'm not hiding. And if something does come up that I am at fault, I will take myself to that police station.
Chatham County
Do y'all remember that?
repeatedly said that though they've named
Do y'all remember that? Did she take herself to that police station? I don't think so. They had to come get her.
Leilani the prime suspect in her son's disappearance and death, they don't believe she's a flight risk. Leilani says that she and her mother, Billy Howell, spend their days in the backyard of their home because it's too difficult to be inside with reminders of Quinton and the fact that he's gone.
Every day that goes by is less tears and more anger.
That's the fakest. That is the fakest bullshit cry.
You wake up every day angry, hoping that you're going to get a phone call, and that phone call just doesn't come.
CCPD and the FBI haven't released many details in the case and haven't said why they believe Quinton is in a landfill. Police say they're doing that to preserve any potential.
I got you,
court
Ghost
cases
Brother.
down
Yes,
the
I
line.
believe that myself.
Leilani and Billy tell me that they get their new information about the case from watching the news, and that they feel all they can do now is hope.
We want something great to come out of this, but mostly we want him not to be found in that landfill. We want him found happy and alive. We want him back in our arms.
You a damn lying
Yes.
bitch.
This is what we want.
Guys, I got to say this. I swear to this day, I believe that Billy Joe and Leilani knew right then when they said that they was fucking lying through their teeth. They already knew he was gone. When she said that, Billy Joe turned her head and she was looking down. If you're talking to someone and you want them to know that you're telling the truth, you're not going to look away. Both of them looked away. Both of them looked away. Leilani knew she done it, and Billy Joe knew her mama knew whatever her damn name is. Billy Crackhead, whatever.
We're just hoping that he's in somebody's house and they're feeding him, and we're hoping that, maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby. Maybe they thought they were his savior. It's not. That's their whole best hope at this point.
She is so full of shit. Meth mouth. Meth mouth is what I call it. She is so full of shit, guys. This one's lying, and this one's lying too to cover for this one. She knew it. Yeah, that's why she turned away. This right here, where's it at?
It's holding us. This is what we want.
That right there tells me they're both guilty. I believe she confessed to her. But, I mean, you're not going to have no proof. You're not going to have no proof. But that look right there, in my opinion, I don't care. In my opinion, that right there proves them guilty as shit. She knew. Ho Billy's what I called her. Thank you. Uh, Ho Billy needs to be charged with accessory. She might not have had nothing to do with it because she was out of town, but she knew. And that little girl in the white, and I'm not going to call her woman because she's a little girl, is the one that done that to her son. And guys, I'll say that from now on.
We're just hoping that he's in somebody's house and they're feeding him. And
That part right there, I hope he's in somebody's house. He is in somebody's house. He's in somebody's house better than you. He's in the house with the Lord, and the Lord is taking care of that young guy, that young man. He gave you a chance to be something, and you turned out to be something, all right. A piece of shit's what you turned out to be. And guys, you know, I always think an eye for an eye is what I think. But in my opinion, she should get the death penalty. I don't care. She should get the death penalty.
they were hoping that, maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby. Maybe they thought they were his savior. It's not. That's their best hopes at this point.
She just admitted to me, maybe they're his savior. She knew what she'd done. I agree, LaRae. Somebody needs to knock her out, put her in a dumpster, let them put her in the back of that truck, crush her, take her to the dump, and then let the the bulldozers roll over her. I know she did.
Chatham County Police say they have no reason to believe that Quinton was abducted or kidnapped, and they have evidence that suggests he was placed in a dumpster and that his remains are in the landfill that they're currently searching. Leilani Simon hasn't been charged with anything at this time, but police say she is the only suspect in her son's disappearance. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Live in Chatham County, Shay Schrader, WTOC News.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinar? Wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
She probably still is in protective custody, but there's nothing that nobody's going to say about that. If y'all want to come up, I'm going to put the link in. Y'all want to come up and y'all give y'all's opinion on Ho Billy? Come on up. I welcome your opinions. But there's the link there. I done sent it to you, LaRae. Okay, it's in there and it's pinned to the top. All right. Hello, Miss LaRae. How are you?
Hello, Rebel. How are you?
I'm tired as shit.
I can imagine you are. People don't need to forget about the charades that they played, stealing of the signs. They never put up a poster.
Oh, yeah, they did, LaRae. They put up a poster of another YouTuber that supposedly
was
going to come
that.
visit her.
Well, we won't even consider that a human, okay?
Oh, okay. I'll agree with that.
They were out there drinking and partying, put spotlights, strobe lights, howling. They put was it fish head, sardines, cow manure out
Cow
there.
manure.
They made a pure mockery. They lied on everyone. Give me. Oh, I wish they had the firing squad in Georgia. God,
I'm glad I don't live down there, seriously, or near there.
well, it wouldn't take you long to drive.
I know,
It could
but
be
I
your
got kids that I got to
partner in
raise.
crime, you know.
I could take my son with me. He'd go with me. Well, you'd go too. I know you would.
I know I would. Not but like 78 miles.
Yeah, but guys, she's telling the truth. I mean,
I
and
watched it day by day by day. I watched
I
Betty, Bullhorn Betty. I watched Dolly. I mean, I seen them. I mean, her twerking in the windows, being drunk,
yeah,
going to Tybee Island for drinks. You name it, they done it.
yeah, they sure did.
And she, Billy Joe Bone, whatever you want to call her, hollered across the fence and said she admitted it. She put him in the trash can.
Yeah,
I mean, how much plainer can you get?
yeah, she was twerking, divine justice, twerking in the window.
I mean, it's all right there. I mean, it's on tape. Everything that they done is videoed. If you don't believe me, can I mention the creator that's got it?
You sure can.
Chronicles of Olivia, Bullhorn Betty, Dolly Vision. Every one of them's got it.
Every one of them.
She was guilty from day one. I mean, they accused that poor babysitter till no end. And that was the only love that child ever got was from that babysitter. And
That
what does
baby,
a 21-month-old child do for a mother to do that to a child? I can't think of one reason.
look, I don't care what that youngin does.
Exactly, brother.
You know, that kid could come in there and shit in the living room, and
And
that's
I'll clean it up and hug its neck.
exactly. Hey, Nana's angels.
That's Luna.
Yeah, that's Luna.
But they should have turned her in general population from day one.
Well, she shouldn't have been out to begin with. She should have been in
Oh,
after the
yeah.
first week. She should have been in after the first week.
Yeah. Because they let her go and she was free till they found the evidence. And they wasn't giving up till they found it.
Mm-hmm.
This happened. What in somewhere in October or maybe the end of September.
It was around Halloween to end October.
Um,
Oh, you mean when she did this?
When it first come out.
Yep. Probably beginning of October then.
Yeah,
no,
because
it happened before then.
I know that she didn't go in until a couple of days before Thanksgiving, maybe a week before Thanksgiving.
It was somewhere on the end of August, first of somewhere around September. Because they were there through September, end of August, September. They were there Halloween.
Yeah.
And like you said, right
Was it really
before,
that long?
Thanksgiving, yes.
Wow.
They played these games. They did it all. I'm not lying, y'all. They sported around. I mean, they sold campers. They
Mm-hmm.
they put strobe lights.
Mm-hmm. I remember all of that.
They played
I just always thought
music.
it was right around the same time of Halloween. Because
No, Betty and them were there I know 6 or 8 weeks
Yeah.
or longer because that's where I met Rubble. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just,
It just didn't seem that long, I guess.
and they wanted
Time
to
goes by
blame
really fast.
everything on the protesters. It wasn't the protesters, it was them egging the stuff on. I mean, you had people out there trying to find this child, and they sitting back there drinking and partying and living their life to the best.
Well, she was arrested a couple of days before Thanksgiving. Y'all.
Right.
Well, I was telling the ones in chat. But yeah, I know they searched for 3 weeks or maybe even 4 weeks in the landfill.
And remember,
Right.
they put the black paper up on the window to spray luminol.
Yeah, because they kept taking weekends off when they was out at the landfill.
Right, because it was so hot. Remember how she pitched a fit because they
That's when it
messed
was.
the pool up when they drained it.
Yeah, it was October 5th when he went missing because I remember they said they called 911 on the 6th.
Okay, okay. But it was just, and I mean, they got video cameras of her putting it in the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
See, I never seen them videos. I never seen none of those. But
there is
they say
video.
they're out there. But this case here, guys, to me, I'm not speaking bad against anybody in Georgia. I'm not trying to speak bad against the police. Police should have got her within the first week of that child missing. Okay.
Absolutely.
Everyone
Second
in
of
that
all,
house should have been locked up.
I agree.
But
they should have got the mother.
Baby was getting abused.
They should have got the mother first, and then they should have got. Danny was there. Danny was there.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been got to.
Remember about the neighbor saying she hit him so hard one time that she knocked him backwards on the highway.
Yep.
And there was bruises all over that youngin's body.
Jesus Christ.
I've got pictures like that.
Oh man, it was awful.
And then this is what pisses me off, guy. Now, don't get me wrong. I
didn't mean to come up and take over.
No, you're fine. You stay right where you're at. What's up, Ghost Devil? I try not to talk about no YouTuber. Maybe 1, 2. But if you go and you support a fucking piece of shit like that, you shouldn't have a YouTube page.
Thank you.
And I ain't afraid to say it, old Zipperhead.
Mm-hmm.
Old Battle Axe.
Come on.
She extorted money, and I'll say it, extorted money. She extorted money and said that she was going to go visit that family. Still ain't visited that family.
And what all else did she do?
Oh, she supposedly
paid people to go down there and harass the people that was actually helping.
Yep. And then had that whole family use the money from the people that followed that lady on YouTube and bought a fucking big ass poster, whatever you want to call it, flag, banner,
A banner.
Put it on her motherfucking gate when that should have been a picture of Quentin.
Exactly. I had to take blood.
Jeez.
And they're best friends. Yeah, she's still waiting on that passport. You don't need a passport if you're just coming down for a couple of days.
I mean,
She must think people
if
are
they
retarded.
honestly think they're going to get that case dropped, they would be more. She's safer where she at than she is out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you,
Guys,
that
you
woman
know,
don't deserve the breath she's breathing right now
no, she
today.
don't. No, she don't.
She don't deserve the meal, the cot, the lights, the shampoo, whatever the state is offering her. That she doesn't deserve it. Because every one of her children was positive for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, and just they're throwing up every time you hear a trial go on. Mental illness, that's a BS, a bunch of BS.
I
Don't
agree
even
with
put
her.
that on the table, none of them, because you know what you're doing when you do it. I'm sorry, that's just cut and dry, but that's the way it is.
Yep.
Oh, Kristen, if she ever gets out, she's already marked.
Yeah, she's got a tag on her back. She's safer where she's at.
And the reason I say that is because this thing went nationwide. Really, it probably went worldwide in some other parts.
Well, you had court TV out there in front of the house. How many times? 2 or 3 times.
Yep. There you go, hippie grandma. That's all it was about, was the drama equals money.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 YouTubers out there. 2 mainly. You had 3 to come. Then you had some more to come. There was 6 YouTubers actually come in the end. But the ones that did the full force of it all was Dolly and Betty.
And guys, I will say this, and I told Dolly, I said, Dolly, I mean, I don't, what is it called?
Protest.
I know, I agree with a protest to an extent.
Right.
Now, protest at the house for maybe a week and a half, and then go straight to that jail and protest that jail until they go over and arrest that dumbass.
Absolutely.
And I did tell him that on one of his.
Yeah, you did.
They should have done that. Betty should have done that, really.
But
until she had to.
Yeah.
No offense.
Where that jail's at, there was no way of protesting. I mean, you seen when they brought him out.
Yeah, when they brought Dolly out, yeah.
There wasn't nothing but trees and buildings. There was no, that's all it is around there, is around a bunch of pine trees and the interstate. I mean,
I did.
And for Savannah to pay for a sign to be put on an easement like they did, that I feel like she should have paid for that sign. The city shouldn't have had to pay for it.
Right.
I mean,
but I swear, guys, I hope she don't. And you know, I've seen worse cases before I got into they did do a good job. I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm just saying I think they should have protested both places is what I'm saying. But I've seen worse cases and I've seen the people get off from it. So I pray that this don't happen. I hope she don't get off. Because if she gets off, if she does, and all these people that seen this, because this was on YouTube, this was on TV, this was on court TV, this was on the news.
Mm-hmm.
That lady's a marked lady if she gets out.
Yeah.
So, and like Lorraine said, Lorraine was there watching that shit every day. We was here, me and Becca, and She better not
I
claim
mean,
that.
because that was when I just had my hip surgery done,
I remember.
and I couldn't go. I wanted to go to Savannah, but I couldn't go because I mean, I just could not do it. I mean, I couldn't walk or nothing. But that's not the only child she had that murdered. I can't say that word.
Unalive somebody.
Unalive someone. She's got a son in the penitentiary for unaliving someone.
Yep.
And
What was
she's
this?
not the best role model as a mother. I mean, I don't believe me. Go check them
And
out.
they both had the identical fake cry. You notice that? They
Just like I
both
said,
made
though.
it was the
That was
same
alcohol
exact
coming out.
facial features and everything.
That was just alcohol from the night before.
Yeah, you're right. Hungover.
I'm serious.
When they were talking on the news and they turned their head, that's guilt right there. When you can't look in the camera and say what you got to say, you're guilty as fuck.
Hmm.
That's just my opinion, guy. I mean,
And that was how
No,
many
you're
weeks
right.
in?
do what, Lorraine?
Was that like 3.5 weeks in that she finally agreed to talk?
Yeah.
And then that old zipper head talked them into going and sitting in the front yard.
Oh, yeah. And then they tried to get the YouTubers' channels taken down or not channels
Mhm.
taken down, but what's it called? Anyway, playing music on their channels when they was videoing.
Oh yeah. And it wasn't the YouTubers that were playing, it was people in the cars
Well, it
that
was
pulled
also
up.
Zipperhead bought them a speaker and sent it down to them, and they set it
Oh,
right in the window.
yeah.
And played
But,
Disney music.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
They played some Disney music, yeah.
It was just unreal. I mean, that
Thank
blood
you, Dorothy.
vibes, and it was just unreal. I mean, they should be ashamed. They should hold their head down in shame for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Every one of them that was involved.
You're in Georgia, ain't you? You're near it, Lorraine.
Yeah, I'm 78 miles from there.
Do they have the death penalty?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore since they, yeah, they do.
Okay, I thought they did. I thought somebody said they did before.
Yes, they do. What made me think is because they shut the big prison in Reedville down. But they still have Chatham and Jackson is where they do most of that at though.
Excuse me.
But I hope and pray that they give her. Yeah, I know Ohio does. I hope and pray that they give her the death penalty. And I swear I don't think
brought back the firing squad.
I'd like to see that too.
I think all of them should, and I don't think that when you're found guilty, you know, you have 3 to 6 months to get your appeals done. If you found guilty on all of it, get rid of you. Don't sit there and waste nobody's tax-paying money for you.
what I think. This is the way I've always been. Just saying, I've never done it, and I probably who's Zipperhead? It's another piece of shit YouTuber, and she is a piece of shit.
She sure is.
If I go out here, I'm just okay. If somebody goes out here and shoots somebody and it kills them, they find them, they charge them, put them in prison, and they find them guilty and say you get the death penalty. You should die the same way that the person that you unalived died.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Now, what to me that means that she
There
should be
it
put in the
is.
trash dumpster, squashed, take that landfill and let bulldozers roll over her ass.
That's right.
And then don't pick her up.
Mm-mm.
Just leave her there. Because you
But
ain't
you
gonna
know-
smell it. You ain't gonna smell it in the damn landfill anyway.
And the reason I say they're not gonna let her go is because she costs that county a lot of money.
Oh yeah, they had to hire extra fucking. I need to quit cussing. They hired them extra police officers to patrol that,
Uh-huh.
all that, to take care of them.
They took $250,000 out of the school trafficking thing, you know, for the lights and all. Not counting all the extra FBI agencies from Brunswick.
Oh yeah.
Not counting all the time that was spent doing the DNA testing in Quantico.
Yeah.
Um,
Hush, Dumpling.
she
Dumpling
talking
said,
about me, ain't she?
No, she said, yes, you need some soap for that mouth, sir. When I said I need to quit cussing.
But you know, her sitting there throwing out getting kids gifts and stuff like that. Why are you wanting a wish list for kids' clothes and kids' gifts when you're never going to get a hold of them kids again?
Oh no.
Nope. She better not.
Becca said, as of June 30th, 2023, 37 men and 1 woman are on death row awaiting execution.
And how long they've been there?
Yeah, how long have they been there, Angel?
Long time, I'm sure.
And you know who's paying for them people, right?
Yeah.
All of us.
Everyone. Let me tell you, and I was just locked up in a jail, a local jail, for 6 months. When I had a toothache real bad, and they brought me the cheap Anacin or aspirin or whatever it was.
Benadryl, probably.
No, it was Anacin or aspirin. I know it started with an A. Do you know what that one single pill cost me out of a bottle of 30?
Probably $20.
No, it was $6, but 6, and there's usually 30 in there. That was put on my books. I had to pay all that shit before I got out.
Yep.
Well,
Wow.
they don't even need it to even consider
That's what it was. Thank you, Gross Brother.
damn charges.
It's the acetaminophen or whatever it's called in that pill.
I mean, they got her for malice murder. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
But,
What was I going to say?
It's hard not to say those words when you're so serious and into it, you know?
well, I watched this daily. I mean, I watched this unfold from day one till the end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there wasn't a day
we were there
that was
every
going on.
day, every night with them.
There wasn't a day that something wouldn't come on that you would go, holy shit. That really happened.
I'm finding this out now.
Oh, you had to go back.
Yeah, I've been around for a couple of years, but I haven't been vocal. I've been on the sidelines for a long time. I just started becoming vocal and starting to hang out.
All right, hold on to your chair, Luna, because I'm fixing to tell you something.
Oh, shoot.
There was this woman set up a prayer thing and had candles lit there. And every night she'd go there and pray and she'd do sage burning. Well, Billy Jawbone, whatever Rebel calls her.
Oh, Billy.
Put cow manure all over it. They took and moved the memorial behind the fence.
Oh, yeah.
Where nobody could get to it.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember all that. I watched it. I watched Betty and Dolly and Molly faithfully, you know. And then I started venturing out, and
It was, they were the ones that made it a circus. It wasn't the YouTubers.
Oh, Billy and them.
It was them and that zipperhead. And I hope, let me hush. Rebel take over.
It did me too, Pink Fan. Yeah, Dolly and Betty started that memorial.
Yes, they did.
mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I'll tell you what. If you'll remember correctly, and I hope I do not offend nobody when I say this, a little black lady brought over one red rose and a stuffed
Yes.
animal, and she put it out there, and then Betty and Dolly went from there. Then the husband,
Gotcha.
whatever you want to call her name, he put the tent up, and Dolly helped him. They acted nice and everything. Then they went to backstabbing when the truth started coming out.
Hello, Striker Force.
But it was just it was sad. It didn't have to be done.
No, it didn't.
I mean,
No.
it was just,
I seen it, honey.
there was no call for it. None. There's no explanation why.
Yep.
Look, this case in Summer Wells, these she should have went ahead and told. Look,
You're
if you
right.
make if
She
you make
should
a
have had the gonads to do it. Yep, you're right.
if you make a mistake, hey, Unicorn One, if you make a mistake, you should go ahead and pay for it. Because sooner or later they will find out.
I just can't wait till the day that they find it out on Summer.
Me neither.
But I'm
And that's
telling
going
you.
that's going to be another one just like this.
Mhm.
But they've been out longer. They've been out almost
Well,
a
they've
little
been
over
out
2
every 2
years.
years.
Yeah. God.
And I mean, it's time for that game to stop. Either they need to bring in some new law enforcement or something in that county.
I done said my piece on that county.
Yeah, you know what? I think everybody is just so tight-lipped right now that I don't think we're ever going to hear anything right. My heart is just not happy about that, but I want them to find her so bad.
I can honestly say, and I'll say this through my heart, people might not approve of what was done with the Quentin Simon case with Betty and Dolly down there, but I honestly believe if they hadn't have been there and pushed it the way they did, it wouldn't have got done as quick as it did. I truly believe that with all
Oh,
my
yeah.
heart. I do.
You know, I mean, it grows more and more on YouTube, and the story really doesn't stop because you can always go back and find it, and you really can't. I mean, you probably could, but it would take you a long time to go back into a news channel to find the actual story or to find any truths or non-truths about it, which, you know, part of investigating is helps other people think, and we all talk.
Well, I
And
just
when we
don't
all
think they
talk,
would have.
we get, you know, we clear ideals and stuff, but
I
yeah,
really don't believe they would have investigated it as long as they did and as thorough as they did if it hadn't have been for the YouTubers pushing it like they were.
True. Be good, Brittany.
I really believe that. Because you're only going to get a 5-minute news feed off of your, news channels. That's it.
Right.
That's all you're going to get. And you're only going to get half the story there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were putting it all out. They didn't cover nothing up.
Yep.
And I have to hand my hats off to them for that.
It's the way it should be done.
But
I
now,
mean,
I don't always believe everything that the news channels tell you. Not on everything. Not on everything.
not anymore. Anymore, the news is that they're ran by people that tell them what to say, not what their opinion is, just what to say.
Well, guys, I just wanted to bring that in, see if y'all had seen it. I am going to jump off here because I got to eat me a bite. And then Becca's going live here in about an hour if y'all want to go over there.
Okay.
Okay.
If I don't doze off myself.
Thank you for letting me come up here and take your show away from me.
Me too.
Y'all are more
I
than
didn't
welcome.
mean to do that, but you touched on a subject that's really,
Oh, I'm going to look in some more of this.
and
Brother, thank you.
And also just remember that they are checking into the Kylie Rodney case again.
I'm my next day off. I'm going to go check on that.
I think I sent you something. I don't know, but if I did, that's the creator you go up under. Okay.
Okay. I will
All
do
right,
that.
you kids.
Got it.
Luna Moon, thank you for coming up.
Oh, thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Lorraine, thank you
Alrighty.
for coming up.
Talk to y'all later.
Y'all be
Peace
good.
out, dude.
All right. Peace.
Later. All right, guys, listen, thank y'all for coming in. And the reason I didn't turn my camera on today is I'm still a little dirty from work. I just come over here, sit down. Had to fix the computer, so that's why I'm not on camera. But thank y'all for coming in. Dumpling, thank you for sending the people over. Rocket Queen, thank you. See you guys for later. BM, Unicorn One, Dorothy, Pink Fan, Truth Seeker, Pac-Man. Happy birthday again, brother. Yes, and do as Jack, my little grandson says. I'm having a bad hair day. Yes, Rocket Queen. Like the button. Hit that like, hit that share, and hit that subscribe. Also, if you'd like to, you can help donate to the channel through the Cash App. That's not a requirement. The only requirement is you come in here, enjoy what you see. You're welcome. Like I said, it's not a requirement. The only requirement is you come in here, have a good time, and enjoy everything that you hear. And what you hear is only my opinion. These are opinions. These are not facts unless I show you proof that they are. But until then, they're just opinions. I love each and every one of you. Please go over and sub up to Tattooed Angel if you haven't. Somebody throw her link in there. Ghost Devil, I love you, brother. I'll holler at you on Discord here in a minute. I like buttons. Well, I'm glad you like buttons. And happy early birthday to Unicorn One in Indiana. If you haven't, no, where's it at? Tattooed Angels is right there. True Seeker just put it in. Just sub up to all them channels there. White Trash is where we play music Friday and Saturday. Tattooed Couple is where we'll be live tomorrow night. You won't want to miss that one. That's going to be a good one. Please be sure to check that one out. Look at Mr. Cool Breeze, the Ghost Devil there. My brother from another mother down under, who I love dearly. Still praying for you, Ghost Devil. You know that, brother. Let's see. Oh, for the 21st. Okay, well, we did say it for the early birthday. But guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to me. I'm glad I brought this back out because there is a lot of shit that's going on with that case that just needs to be, it don't need to be just sitting in the news. It needs to be brought out so other people can hear it. You're welcome. Is it freezing there today, Rocket Queen? But again, guys, have a good one. I love each and every one of you. Please don't forget Tattoo Couple tomorrow. If nobody's dropped that link, please drop that link in there because I'd love for them to be over there to see that tomorrow. Becca, go get that link right quick and drop that one. Or if anybody can drop it right quick. Did you get it, Becca? That link that Becca just put in there, please go sub up to that because you're not going to want to miss that show tomorrow. Please check it out. Please go check that one out tomorrow. I believe it's at 8:30 also because I got to work tomorrow. But please go check that one out. It's the one that Tattooed Angel just put in. It's youtube.com/Rebels Angels. But guys, thank y'all for coming in here. I love each and every one of you. Me and Becca love each and every one of you. We never say bye over here because bye is permanent. And you're not, remember, if you sub up, you're not a sub. If you join, you're not a member. You're family here. You're family here. You're not a sub. You're not a member. You're family. So I'll see you over on Becca's tonight. I love each and every one of you. Rift. Y'all stay out of trouble. And I will see you tomorrow night on Tattoo Couple, okay? Love each and every one of you. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.